Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Gunko Guns here. The mustache is waxed, the coffee's strong, and my disappointment levels are cautiously optimistic. Today we're taking a look at RuneScape Dragonwilds. The game shadow dropped like someone tripped over the release button and said, well, send it. Now, I've been running around for the past few days, building bases, hiding from dragons, getting one-shot by wildlife with the temperament of a drunk badger, and honestly, this game has a lot of potential, guys. So in this video, I'll break down what works, what doesn't, and whether it's worth your time, or just another early access sandbox held together with duct tape and hope. Before you buy, here's what you need to know. Let's get dangerous. All right, thank you guys again for being here. I very much appreciate every single one of you. You guys are legends. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I will be dropping tons of build videos for houses and things like that later on, so you're not going to want to miss that. But before then, let's get into this quick review and let's see what's happening. So RuneScape Dragonwilds quite literally tripped and fell onto Steam on April 15th. No warning, no cinematic trailer, just boom. Here's the game. Now, before you scream MMO, pump the brakes, folks. This is not the RuneScape as you know it. This is not an MMO. It's a survival crafter. Think Valheim meets Enshrouded with a dash of nostalgia and bucket of fire-breathing reptiles. And on top of that, it's very important you guys understand this. This is super early access and it's missing quite a lot of features. It's missing more features than like a 2004 Corolla. Does it have potential? Absolutely. The kind that makes you want to say, I really like this, but I am in trouble. The game throws you onto a new continent run by dragons. Yes, actual dragons, because why not crank the danger meter to 11 on day one? And let me say this world is handcrafted, not randomly generated, which means the devs actually care and use their brains, not a bingo roller full of terrain tiles. Exploration, surprisingly rewarding. I had a lot of fun. You'll find ruins, secrets, and enough weird landmarks to make you wonder what the hell happened here and what unholy thing is lurking next. The map is small right now, I'm not going to lie, but more is coming. Fingers crossed it's not just another island full of aggressive chickens. Again, fingers crossed. The game loop is your classic survival setup. Chop a tree, mine a rock, build a shack that looks like you gave up halfway. Then do it all over again, but bigger, faster, and stronger. You'll craft your gear, set up workbenches, and slowly evolve from a medieval caveman to a discount dragon hunter from Walmart. And the skills? Oh yes, they level more than you use them. Very RuneScape, very addicting. Very just one more tree at 3 a.m. This has literally happened to me on multiple nights. Let's talk magic. One of the coolest systems in Dragonwilds is hands down the magic. And no, it's not just shoot fire, hope it hits, let's go make toast. No, this stuff is actually useful, like get stuff done useful. As you level up, spells unlock, simple enough, right? But you unlock magic hacks, which you can cut trees down in bunches. If you hate, cutting trees yourself, boom, you can get it this way. Explosive mining, yes, blow up rocks. Fall damage reduction, finally a spell for an idiot like me who falls off cliffs. And cameras control speed. This one is more for the decorators like myself. You ever get tired of placing furniture at a 45-degree angle while a boar is eating at your ankles? Well, now you can get it done. A god with taste, if you will. All of it runs on runes, which are plentiful, weighs nothing, and feels like the magical equivalent of a AAA battery. Easy breezy, beautiful rune cover girl. Let's talk about base building, guys. And again, this is honestly one of my guilty pleasures in any survival game that I've played. Like, for example, Once Human. You have no idea how many houses I've built, probably 50 to 100. And I genuinely enjoy that. The snap-in system that you get in the Dragonwild is actually really good. It fits where it's supposed to. No fighting with walls at 2 a.m. Quite amazing. There's also a blueprint mode, and let me tell you, whoever came up with this, sir or ma'am, you need a raise. This was brilliant. Lets you plan things ahead without wasting materials. Honestly, genius. There's also flexible structural tools. Want a castle, want a tower, weird cave hut, etc. Honestly, go wild. And finally, they also added a camera spell. It kind of helps you place things properly without having to spin your character in circles like a lunatic. Now, if you are a crazy builder like myself and you want to get all the corners right, this is going to be for you. Very easy to do, very awesome. I give the builder a 10 out of 10, and I cannot wait until they have more items and things to use from there. Crafting and storage, honestly the Achilles heel of Dragonwilds. Crafting, a vital part of any survival game, right? But here it just feels like assembling IKEA furniture while blindfolded with your underwear on and quite annoyed. Too many crafting stations. It just feels like there's just too many things going on. It's like the developers went, what if we made every item need its own bench? Want to smelt something? Walk 10 feet. Want to thread a needle? New bench. Want to breathe? There'll be another station. It's quite absurd, to be honest. Storage, also, it's quite tragic. You can't craft from storage, which feels like, a war crime in 2025. What I mean by that is, how in most games, when you put things in your storage, especially when you're trying to build or craft, it will automatically pull out of your storage if you are in your base. Well, in here, it doesn't do that yet. There's no labeling, there's no sorting, so everything ends up like a chaotic soup of logs, rocks, and accidental just regret. Let's leave it at that. And the stack limits, oh my goodness, some items max out at 20. I've carried more snacks in my hoodie pocket, if I'm being honest. So again, there's a bunch of bottlenecks that you're going to go on here. They definitely need to readjust the crafting. That is one of the main weaknesses of this game. I would honestly give it a 4 out of 10. Now, let's talk about combat, or as I like to call it, swing a sword and hope for the best. Honestly, the combat in Dragonwilds is basic, but genuinely satisfying. You're not pulling off a, hardcore Dark Souls roll cancels or Elden Ring parries here. It's more a whack them until they all die and throw a little spam of spells in there. And honestly, it's fine. That works. It works in this game. But do not get cocky. If you wander into the wrong areas under geared, you are going to get absolutely demolished. I'm talking one hit by a forest lizard and questioning your life choices kind of demolished. A lot of the enemies have been fixed and are now chasing you around, so you have to be very mindful of where you go. Honestly, get your gear up. It is quite fun. I am enjoying the combat. One of the other really cool things in this game is something called the random invasions. This is what Dragonwilds features in here as well. Let's say you're building a cottage, right? Maybe planting a carrot, and all of a sudden, boom, here comes a dragon vomiting poisonous doom clouds on your roof. And don't think your base was going to save you. That poison goes right through the walls because, of course it does. Why the hell wouldn't it, right? When you die, and you will, you drop everything, and I mean everything. Welcome to classic corpse run up mechanics. That's right. Nothing screams fun quite like running barefoot across the continent to pick up your boots and all the equipment that you just dropped. And no, you cannot turn this off. No difficulty settings, no opt-outs. You live here, suffer like the rest of us. And speaking of suffering, let's chat about hunger and thirst. And oh boy, the meter drains like someone left the fridge open. You chop one tree, hungry. You pick a berry, dying of thirst. It's like your character is a toddler on a sugar rush 24/7. In most modern survival games, they dial this stuff down just a little bit, made it in the, background flavor, but not in Dragonwilds. Oh no, here, hunger is a full-time job, and thirst is as aggressive as a tax collector kicking your door down every 10 minutes. If you like managing your snack schedule, congratulations, you're going to be in paradise. For the rest of us, it's a little too much. So to wrap this up like a half-built hut made of optimism and duct tape, I'm going to be honest. Dragonwilds is early access in every sense of the word. I mean, half of the stuff isn't even in the game yet. You got menus that look like placeholders, features that clearly went out for milk and never came back. And the systems feel like they were written on napkins during a lunch break somewhere. But again, a big but here, the bones are really good of this game. I genuinely enjoy it. But I really wouldn't say this is like a RuneScape game. If anything, I would say it's like Enshrouded with dragons and slightly made evil Identity Crisis. The magic system, very cool. The world, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. The combat, basic but functional, like your Toyota Corolla with the sword. Again, I'm just kidding here. I actually enjoy the combat. So if the devs stay on it and actually roll out the updates, This game can genuinely be something special. There's real potential here. So should you buy it? The real question? Well, only if you understand that this is not finished. Like your uncle's backyard project or my emotional maturity, it still needs a little work. So if you're okay supporting development while you're yelling at wolves and crafting wooden spoons, go for it. But that's it for me. Grab your axe, prep your spells, and for the love of God, label your storage chest. Ganko signing off. Stay classy, stay dangerous, and may your dragon not explode on your roof because it's freaking killing me.